I got a new lamp in my living room and I'm not sure if it's hideous or fabulous. I'm thinking a lot about timeless home decor these days, as well as timeless wardrobes. I'm thinking of doing a Ralph Lauren look in my wardrobe for fall. I'm looking at rules for pattern mixing. I think I might have too many patterns in my home, and I'm not sure if the Ralph Lauren look is right for me. My husband was helping an elderly friend move, and because of that, I got a new lamp. He didn't want it, the elderly friend, and so my husband thought I might like it, and he brought it home. And so, of course, I had to try it out in the living room, but that made me start thinking about pattern mixing and pattern rules. Hey, I'm Kathleen. My husband and I live in a fixer-upper farmhouse in rural Kentucky. We are DIYing it back to life. I make a new video every week about classic timeless decor style, classic timeless clothing, and I love DIYing and secondhand sourcing. Please like this video and hang out with me every week. I Googled around a little bit because my living room is absolutely full of pattern, and I like it that way, and I love pattern. But the thing about using pattern is that you have to be careful and practice restraint. Otherwise, you're going to get that, yard sale, resale shop look where it just is a big jumble of stuff. And I'm not sure if that's what I have going on or if I'm heading more in the direction of cool and eclectic. I certainly hope it's cool and eclectic, but they say you should decide on a lead print or a hero pattern that has 3 colors in it. Well, I guess my lead print is these big, like cabbage rosy chintzes, but 3 colors, I don't know. Are they supposed to be the same 3 colors? I guess that each of them has the 3 colors in it. Does that count? They're slightly different. They're different flower prints on the lamps and on the chairs. Is that too busy or is that okay? Well, I don't know. And then let's see. This lamp, it's probably from the 60s, and it's it's got this kind of, it's not like the super high quality lamp, but there's just something kind of like hideous it's about it that I like. And then the shade is really fun, funky, and cool. It's funny though, because I think it's definitely the shade that came with the lamp, but if you look at the lamp I have on the chair there, do you see how you can't see like the switch and the neck of it? And then this one you can see the switch and you can see all that metallic stuff. And from what I understand, the ideal with lamps is that the lampshade would cover all of that because it's not really the pretty part. The pretty part is the base and then the shade. So it's funny that they made this shade probably to go with this lamp, and yet you've got all this hardware showing. So I know that once you see that, you can't unsee it, and I know it's going to bother me. So that might mean that the lamp's days are numbered in this room, even though I also like the idea of having kind of one truly hideous item in the room, because I've read from Rita Koenig, who's one of my favorite interior designers, English country style eclectic stuff, which is what I'm trying to go for in here, that you do want one truly hideous thing in your room because it kind of makes the room, and this lamp might be it, but the hardware showing on the neck is driving me a little bit crazy. Thinking about that, back to the pattern mixing. So I've got these big floral chintzes, and then this pillow on here is like a hexagonal diamond shaped pattern, and it does pick up the colors from the couch. It's like a beige, and there's definitely beige in there, so I think that works as far as pattern mixing. And I always do think that herringbone or stripes look really great next to florals for sure. This is an area I'm not super pleased with. I love my round skirted table, and this is a great quality chair, but it needs recovering in the worst way, but at least it's a solid, so it's not another print, and it does pick up the pinks from the flowers in the flowery chintz, so that's a good thing. Now this yellow on the tablecloth, that isn't really anywhere else in the room, and I think that it does clash. It's what I think that's getting to the heart of when you look at something and you're like, that's not quite right. If you look at that mustardy yellow on the tablecloth, it is not in any of the other prints in the room, and it probably needs to go, except that it is in this throw pillow I have. So these are like the two things, but I think that might just be introducing too much color and pattern, or too much color. I don't know. The other throw pillow is this grayish blue, and there is this grayish blue. If you look at the 2 large chintz fabrics I have, that grayish blue is in there, and so I do think it works. I do have two chintzes in this room, which I guess technically is a no-no. This chair has a big chintz and then the other little love seat. I I think that might be too much, but they're pretty far away from each other. And then I've got this green chair with oranges on it, and they do say, like, if you get another print in, make sure it's something that's simplified or like just one element from so like I would imagine the orange would be like if you pulled out one flower from the chintzes and then had it repeating. That's how I imagine it. I think I like how it looks. And the sofa is a solid sage green color, which is a color that's pulled out of those large chintz fabrics. So that works really well. I think it would be cool to have a striped sofa to contrast with the chintz. But I don't know. Maybe the blanket on the back with the geometric designs that is in pinks and browns, which also come from those large chintzes, does the job without overwhelming the space with too many stripes or geometrics. But maybe someday I would love to try a striped sofa in this space. The carpet, the two competing floral prints, the simplified orange chair. I think it works, or is it too busy? I think maybe I'm a little too close to the situation. What do you all think? I hate overhead lighting, and I love having a lot of lamps. I moved that lamp that was on the side table over to this other part of the room. One thing that I have learned from looking at interior design things and reading is put lots of light into corners of the room. So I was really happy to brighten up this corner even more. Instead of one lamp, now there are two. This corner, I've even got 3 lamps because of the lamp over the piano, and I love the warm glow. I think it really makes your room so cozy to have lamps in the corners. So that is always a goal of mine, and that is really why I was so happy to get that extra lamp, which might also be the hideous piece in my room. I'm just really bothered that the shade doesn't cover the light switch. I'm still confused about all the prints in my room, so I took pictures of everything and made a little collage. And just so I can stare at it, I'm just going to stare at the collage and try to see if I think it works or if there's anything I should take out or anything that I should add. And I think that the longer I stare at it, the more clarity will come. So I just thought about that as I went around and cleaned up this room. And when I was done, it looked so nice just because it was clean and dust-free, and it gave me such a sense of peace. Have you ever noticed that as soon as you clean up a room, your whole family wants to come in there and spend time? I think that it just feels good for everyone. So we ended up having a really nice evening in here in our nice, cleaned up, dust-free living room with the hideous lamp. I've started planning my fall 10-item wardrobe. I love doing a 10-item wardrobe for each season, and the season is fall. It's not quite here yet, but the seasons are changing, so I have started to think about it. I saw some Ralph Lauren outfits on their website that really inspired me. It's so preppy and academia and English country, and something about the fall just makes me want to wear tweeds and plaids. I love the way that he pattern mixes like stripes on stripes. So I decided that I would try to do like a Ralph Lauren look for fall, and I identified like 8 pieces that I think are probably essential for this look. The first one is a blazer. I just got this field jacket. It is from J. Crew. I got it secondhand, and it's like a copy of the one that you see Catherine, Princess of Wales, wearing a lot if she's out in the country. It is like an exact copy if you look at pictures. It is an amazing jacket. It's this waxed cotton, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be waterproof, and I really like it. I feel really cool in it, and I think it gives that Ralph Lauren look too. And this white button-up shirt. I think a white button-up shirt is another classic piece for that New England preppy look or English country look or Ralph Lauren look, what have you. I used to really not like wearing button-down shirts. It's probably from all my years of having to wear a uniform in school when I was wearing a white button-down shirt every single day for 13 years. But recently I have started to like them again. I've gotten a couple thrifted just because I wasn't sure about them. So this is a Universal Threads from Target. It's as basic as it can be, but I really, really like it. I like to wear it with the sleeves rolled up and kind of half tucked in, half tucked out. I like how it looks with the field jacket and jeans. I could imagine wearing this on a day when we're going to see a soccer game, one of my kids, something like that. I also tried it with a tweed skirt and some hiking boots. I don't know about the hiking boots and socks with the skirt. I'm not sure, but I think it looks fine with the skirt and the shirt. I'm just not sure about the footwear. Maybe some riding boots would be better. A striped button-up is another classic piece for that Ralph Lauren look. I recently got this one thrifted. It's gray stripes. I like it a lot. One thing I see a lot of on the Ralph Lauren site is stripes with stripes. So I tried this Gap striped sweatshirt on over my striped button up for like that double stripe look with the tweed skirt. I like all those patterns together actually. And so I'm trying to avoid wearing horizontal stripes on the outside. I put the sweatshirt on the inside and tried the shirt buttoned up over it. It's a super Ralph Lauren look. I like it, I guess. I'm not sure if I like it with these jeans, but I am liking the top, so I might work with that. And thinking about adding these wide leg gray flannel trousers I've had forever because they seem very classic Ralph Lauren kind of mensweary. I really like them. With the blazer and the button down, it feels a little too menswear for my taste. That's not really my style. Even without the blazer, I don't know. Felt a little bit better about the pants with a white shirt. It felt a little bit more me, a little bit more feminine with my hair up. So I might try this. I do think it's fun to think about your clothes and plan them beforehand. For me, it's a really fun hobby. And when I do finally get things looking just right, it saves me a lot of time in the morning because I always have outfits that I know look good and I can just put on without thinking about it. I'm really happy with this field jacket too, and I'm looking forward to finding different ways to wear it. And I think this tweed skirt will go in as well, although I'm not quite sure of the shape. I really wish it was more of a pencil skirt. The shape just isn't quite right. But these are the things that are so fun to do when you still have time. I'm still wearing my summer clothes. It's still quite hot here, but I'm definitely thinking about fall. When I'm trying out this new look, I thought maybe the Ralph Lauren look was really for me, and I think parts of it are, but the pieces I identified as really Ralph Lauren, like the striped button up, the white button up, the wide flannel trousers, a blazer. They're really masculine pieces, and it's not, that menswear look is just not really me. So I want to try to find a way to incorporate it into my style, but make it really me and more feminine. So I will be working on that in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I hope that you got some inspiration for your fall wardrobes and for your fall home decor, or just mixing and matching patterns in your house. I would love to know what you think of my hideous lamp. And do the lamps in your house show their necks, or are they nice and covered up? So let me know in the comments, and I will see you again next week. Take care. Bye for now.